for the holidays in Atlanta. So we're all kind of hanging out and we're talking and we're reminiscing and all this kind of stuff. And for some reason, well, there's lots of food around, right? And so, we're talking about different foods and meals and what people brought and what they like to create and all sorts of stuff. And my sister Crystal chimes in and she says, "Do you guys remember that one time when we had pancakes for breakfast? I mean, for dinner. We had pancakes for dinner." And so yeah, we start chiming in and we're talking about how that was our favorite meal and it was so exciting and different and all sorts of stuff. And there's joy and laughter and we're just laughing about it and we're having a good time. And my mom is sitting there. So it's Damien, Crystal, William, and myself, right? And so we're sitting there and then my mom just smiles with this great grin and she kind of shakes her head and closes her eyes and it's just giggling and kind of bubbly with that. And so Damien kind of looks over to mom and says, "Mom, what's so funny? What's going on?" And she looks at us and she says, "You guys just didn't know." And we're like, "What, Mom? What do we not know?" I mean, that was our favorite meal. That stuck out above all else that she's ever cooked for us. That one meal made a lasting impression on us to the point that we talked to my nieces and nephews, our children, about this one experience. And she just looks and she says, "You guys, the reason we had pancakes for dinner is because that's all we had." It's really interesting what happens when we give all that we have, when we give something our best. We make that sacrifice and we make things happen for people. They typically remember that kind of stuff. Now, it speaks to a lot of things about my family, about poverty and not having and all this absence, and we can look at all of those things as negative things. But one of the things that I'm so happy about is that we may not have had much money, but we were never poor in spirit. We always had something driving us to understand how beautiful the world is. And although we may not have had any money or anything else to eat, that one meal changed the course of our family history. You don't have to have a lot to be a lot. You don't have to collect the riches and the cars and the houses. All you have to do is give the best you have of yourself, and people will remember that. My name is Koen. Till next time.